What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dolly back in the house. Okay, last night in Vegas. I'm getting ready to pack up. I'm leaving in just a little while. I got to be to the airport early. It is, I don't know what time it is here in Vegas. It is, hold on, let me look. It is right now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. So I got to be to the airport a few hours early because I got a bunch of luggage that my sister has weighed me down with. Okay. So if you're just jumping in, hello. Good to see you. So I went out and enjoyed my last night on Fremont. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I just met T Rex from America's Got Talent. Okay. This dude is crazy, like batshit crazy. Like I got some of it on video. You just will not believe it. Like it gets dangerous. Look, I was out here smoking. There was some unsavory people coming up to me. All right, because it's late, and there ain't many people out now. So it's like these crazy ass gangster motherfuckers rolling up and shit. And I'm like, okay, I think it's time to get back to the hotel. Okay, back to get to the hotel because it's getting a little crazy in Vegas. Okay, so even Dolly knows when it's time to be like, all right, yeah, this shit ain't looking good. All right, so later it gets, the crazier it gets. So right, like I said, it's 4 a.m. here, so everything's shut down, and they actually bleached the streets. Like I was like, I asked the dude at the door, I was like, they do this every night. They bleach the fucking. I mean, actually bleach it. They're out there mopping the streets. I was like, they need to do this in my neighborhood. You know where they need to do that? Savannah, Georgia. Okay, Savannah. Y'all need to learn from Las Vegas. Okay, look, if they let me go in Savannah, I will petition to get the streets of Savannah, Georgia, clean. Okay, I promise. I promise. I'll lead the forefront. I will wave the flag in the march because your city smells like piss. Okay, I hate to say it. Beautiful place. Savannah's beautiful. Smells like piss. Vegas, it don't smell like piss. It smells like bleach. You walk out there right now, walk down the street, it smells like bleach. It's clean as hell, right? You can lay on the ground. Savannah, I wouldn't suggest that. Okay, just saying. I'm just trying to compare the two because my next trip is probably to Georgia. Okay, and I like Georgia. I don't know if I want to like, but I like Georgia, right? But they need to clean the streets a little bit, just a little tiny bit. OMG, it's good to see you guys. There ain't many of y'all here. That's when it's the best time. That's when. Oh, look, I got really bad news. This might not, you guys might not know this, okay? But this is what everybody, if you was around for Jams TV, press one in the chat, okay? If you wasn't, not a big deal. But if you was, I got some really bad news, right? And I'm gonna tell you tonight, I actually, I cried a little bit. It actually made me tear up, and I want to share this with you. But this is for the Jams TV people from the very beginning, right? For all these people, most of the people from Jams TV now they hate my guts. I don't know, they got mad at me, but um, for all you people, like Sassy, Gary from the UK passed away. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember Gary. He's the one that was doing like the street pills and things like that. And I was always trying to talk to Gary about getting clean. Well, he passed away. So I got that news tonight. That wasn't good, man. And like, I remember starting a YouTube channel years ago. Gary up there from the UK, he had like a supermodel girlfriend. I was like, damn, Gary, how you score a damn supermodel, right? Like his girlfriend was like fucking, she was like a 10.5, right? Like, I ain't saying Gary's a bad looking dude. I'm just saying Gary must have been the coolest dude on the planet, right? But he had the prettiest old lady I ever seen in the world. I was like, Gary, dude, you done did something right. But you're doing all these bad things, man. You need to straighten up, and I guess, Gary passed away. I don't know exactly what he passed away from. I just know that he's gone, and that's sad. I remember starting the channel, all the old people, and people through the years have kind of cycled, some people in, some people out. But I guess when some of the people went rogue, Gary, he never went rogue on me. He was always legit, So rest in peace, Gary from the UK. Um, Life is short. You're not promised tomorrow, right? You're not. Nobody is. Not me, not you, not anybody. I'm about to leave on a jet plane. So I'm saying my little prayers to little baby Jesus as we speak. Okay. Little baby Jesus, let daddy. I'm trying to get back to wet air. That's all I want at this point is humidity. Okay. I want, here's the thing. I know this. When I get back to Virginia, if you didn't can't plan on tuning in for a Dolly Rant and you thought you was getting some true crime tonight, you were totally mistaken. Okay. You totally getting a late night Dolly Rant. I need wet air. Okay. I need moisture in my life. I'm gonna change my name to Cactus. Okay, like my daughter's dog. I feel like a damn cactus out here. I am dying in this heat. Okay, but the good news is this: I survived 111, 115, 100. I swear on the roof of that building, if it wasn't 150 degrees, I felt like I was in the back of damn Candace's Blythe's car. Okay, it was so damn hot. Okay, I was up there like a sizzle, like I thought I was at the Sizzler, but I was on the plate. Okay, when I get back to Virginia, summer is going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing. Like it'd be 103. I'm going to be like, what the hell is that? That shit ain't nothing. 103. Usually on 103 day, I'd be like, ah. Now I think I'm ready. Like I'm like, yeah. Like I've been training out here in the desert for summer in Virginia. Okay. So summer now is gonna be nothing, right? When everybody's sweating, I'm gonna be looking at them like, man, I just left the desert in the summer. All right. I went to the desert in the summertime. Like, couldn't I pick a better time, you idiot? Right? Clip channels. You want to get some on Dolly? Be like, this idiot went to the desert in the summertime. Okay. He could have went. There you go, clip channels. I'm giving it to you. Hills, all of you. I'm giving you something golden. Now they went to the desert in the summertime. He's dry as a cactus. Okay, straight cactus mode right here. A thorn is about to grow out my goddamn neck. Okay, but anyway, I'm ready to get back. I'll be back today. I'm ready to see Virginia. I'm ready to see my grimy ass people on the East Coast. Okay, these West Coast people, I don't know about y'all. Y'all crazy out here. Y'all are absolutely crazy. East Coast crazy. It's a different type of crazy, though. It's weird that you would think it's a universal crazy, okay? But it's not, okay? There's like East Coast crazy, and there's West Coast crazy. It's a totally different crazy, right? So, and they be smoking different, you know, but they need it out here. That's all I'm saying. Thank God it's a legal place. Because there's some crazy people out here. Wait, y'all see the video with T Rex. For my Patreon people, I know I've slacked for like the last 2 months on you, but for everybody that stayed true, I got some good videos for you. I got some really good videos for you. So they're coming, all right. But that's for all you people that stay true to the Patreon, right? And be like, damn, Dolly ain't posted nothing in 2 months. I ain't even posted a damn post. So I'm about to hit y'all with a bunch of stuff because some of that stuff I ain't putting on YouTube. I'll never go back. Well, this is my last vacation to Vegas for a little while, right? Um, and because I should have came for like 3 days, and maybe my body would have handled it better. But the 5 days was too long. One, I'm too used to sitting in my chair in studio and YouTube, and I'm out the loop. I don't know what's going on in the world, right? I know people acting crazy at the uh Caesar's Palace, throwing chairs and shit out the window. SWAT teams and crazy shit like that. And I was getting messages, hey, you should go down there and cover it. Listen, let me explain something, people. I can be I can see Caesar's Palace, right? I can physically see it, right? And it would take me 3 hours to get there. It takes forever to move around this place. Okay. Like I'm used to going to the store in like 5 minutes, like to the store, come back. You ain't doing that here. You just are not doing that here. All right. That's the first learning experience. You ain't doing nothing fast. All right. You ain't doing nothing fast. Like Go up the block, store. No, now you're gonna get 15 lights, you get traffic, you get a homeless motherfucker in the street, sleeping, you know what I'm saying, won't move. You're gonna get some crazy, like craziness. So you gotta be prepared for that. You gotta plan around it, you know? So my plane leaves early, and then I gotta be there early because my sister sent me back with everything in Vegas. Okay, like there's suitcase. I traveled here with a book bag. Okay, like a couple shirts, some shorts, some socks, some drawers. Like you could fit it in a little book bag. Okay, literally, because I knew I was going to the desert, so I only brought shorts. I'm like, I don't need no pants. I'm going to the desert. Okay, so I literally traveled right here in this book bag, right? That book bag. These suitcases I'm bringing back are huge. They're bigger than me. Like they were being weighed on scales. There's like three of them, boxes of shit. And I'm just like, so I gotta be there extra early to get all this shit on a plane. Okay. Like there's all kinds of stuff. Like she's like, take this, take this. Here, you want to melt wax? Here's a melting box. Boom. And she's just loading me down like a, it's crazy. Okay. But I went over there tonight. I got everything packed up because she's like Dolly. She makes soaps, bath bombs, fucking everything you can think of. And she's like, take this. Right. And I'm like, oh my God. I just want to get on a plane and get to wet air. Okay. I want to get to somewhere I can breathe, that I'm not like my sinuses ain't tore up, my throat ain't dry. I just want to get home. I just want to get back to my little nest, my little happy little nest where I can function. Okay. So I'm not gonna be back to Vegas for a little while. So when I give my sister a hug tomorrow, it's gonna be a big one because it's gonna be a little while before I come back here. Okay. I ain't saying I ain't coming back, but it's gonna be a little bit. All right? I got other places I want to visit. So this one's gonna be a little while. So I had a good time. I can't say that. And it was fun. Oh, I learned how to avoid the prostitutes. True. And I only thought of it tonight, right? Because this girl's like, you be walking and chicks be like, where you going? Right? So I learned a super defense. It's like a ninja move. This girl's like, they kept rolling up on me, like, where you going? Because I'll be walking around smoking. And I'll be like, to the airport. It works. They just like, oh, okay. Because then they know they can't go back to your hotel room with you because they know you leave it. It works. So next time I come back for day one, I'm gonna be like, airport, 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 back up. I'm gonna wear a shirt that says airport. Okay. Like I work for the fucking airport. You really need that here. Okay. I shit you not. Okay. Like it's like the Matrix. I'm telling you, it works. Airport. That's all you gotta say. Airport, airport, airport. Okay. So that's what I hit them with tonight. Just airport, airport. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't walk. You cannot literally walk down it. Well, it ain't bad during the day. Like you get there during the day, and even time, but when it gets late at night, like I don't know. I guess that's when they start creeping. You know, the creepers come out like damn zombies in the fucking Walking Dead. Ah, you know. So I'm like, oh shit. Like it's like, so you're walking down the street, but you got to maneuver these street people, right? It's like a video game. It's like Frogger, but shit. There's a homeless motherfucker making flowers. There's like this chick with a bull whip. You know what I'm saying? There's like a dude like Spider Man. You got fucking Chucky. And it's like you're ducking these people because they're all trying to get $5 from you, right? $5. It's like, I don't know. You got to be skilled. Like, but by day 5, I was maneuvering. Like, I was stiff arming people. I was like, fucking touchdown. I got to the end of Fremont. I was about to spike the ball. Okay. I was about to spike the ball. Airport bitches, right? Like, that's how it went down. You know what I'm saying? A win. See you when you get home, Jimmy. He had so much fun listening. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So anyway, bright lights, a lot of homeless. All right, they bleach the streets. I don't blame them. I'd bleach the streets too. You see some of this shit goes on out here. You probably need to bleach the streets. So they're out there bleaching them now. I was like, yo, man, this is killing me. My nose is running, and that's from the bleach. Because I was outside smoking, and I was like, yo, they're killing me with this bleach. I asked the door guy, I was like, they do this shit every night. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, I don't ever see him the last 4 or 5 days bleaching the streets. But maybe I wasn't out there when they did it. Mastered that level. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a vet now. You know what I'm saying? I got skill level points. Like I ranked up from this trip. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to shit. They should try me out for like the Raiders at this point. That's how many people I was ducking and weaving all the way down the street, you know. I did eat some good food though while I was here. You know, can't go wrong with that. I don't know how I slept on the steak and shake place because I think there's one near where I live, but it's on the other side of the water. But that steak and shake shit is good. Like I'm hooked. I go there. Like that's my go-to now. I'm like steak and shake. So Vegas sold me on the steak and shake. I don't know. I'll be the spokesperson. Y'all give me 20%. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, check out the steak and shake. $5 make you holler. I, if you, I watch like there's so much $5 people be out here doing some crazy shit for $5. I'm allergic to bleach. I die there. Well, they bleach the streets at night. If you're on like Fremont, like I was like even surprised, like a mall. You know how you got the machines like in Walmart and shit, the big ass machines where they're running the machines up and down the streets, like cleaning and bleaching, spraying bleach and shit. I was like, oh my fucking god, it's about to kill me. My eyes were burning. I'm just sitting over there trying, and the dude's about to hit me with the hose. I'm like, look, dude, you see me smoking. You know what I'm saying? Could you watch the fucking street over there? I'm sitting on the fucking curb, you know, like minding my own business. Like, could you clean over there? Right now, I don't think this is like a totally emergency. Like this spot that I'm sitting in needs to be bleached. You know, so they kind of maneuvered around me. What up? What's up, Facebook people? I forgot streaming on Facebook. There's like 200 of you here. Good to see you. I'm ready to be home. So ready to be home. So I know I told y'all. So it's so dry here. There's no humidity. There's no water. Like, could somebody build a fucking lake somewhere? Like anywhere, a tree? There's not a tree. How do people breathe here? I thought oxygen was created by trees. Okay, where I come from, there's trees, there's woods, there's trees, there's air. Okay, this is like being in fucking Mars. Okay, that's how hot it is. It's like that's the only thing I can explain for all my people on the East Coast. This shit is like being on Mars if it was in Tijuana. All right, and everybody spoke Spanish. It's like being in a Spanish Mars. Okay, if I was to put you in Tijuana on Mars at 120 degrees, that is this place. Okay, that's it. The best way I could break it down to you in a nutshell. Visit if you want to. Okay, do it in the wintertime. Don't do it like Dolly. Don't come in the summer because about the wintertime it might be like 100 degrees. It might be nice. Okay. Now, to be honest, the last time I came to Vegas, I don't remember what month it was, but it was hot. But I had went out to see Michael Vaughn's, not Michael, yeah, Michael Monkey Vaughn's mom, and searched for a monkey. And I shot the videos and stuff while I was in Fruitland. It wasn't that hot here. It was hot. Like it was like a summer day, like 100-degree day in Virginia, you know. But it is a scorcher here now. And like right now, I think it's the only time that I've seen it under 100 degrees. It is 96 degrees right now. Okay. With no breeze. None. I think the mountains block the breeze. Okay. I don't know. There's no wind. But everybody that was like, Tyler, you didn't take us to the Spear. I did go to the Spear. I videotaped it. It was lit up tonight, but everything was so crazy. And look, here's the thing about the Spear, it just lit up here. So everybody's going there like tourists and like the locals even going. So it was like packed with people, and there wasn't nowhere really to park or to pull off. So I did videotape it. I did a little video of it, and I'll post that video of the spear and shit. I wish I would have been able to get out and do it live and talk with you guys and shit while I was doing. But it's just like a big fucking ball, and it lights up like a TV. But I did video it, and I do got some video and stuff of it. So I did go by there again tonight while it was lit up, because it's only lit up Vegas time from 5 to 11 p.m. And then I had so many messages coming in, people worried about me because I didn't tell many people where I was staying. And you had this standoff in the SWAT team at Caesar's Palace, right? And the dude was busting the windows out. And I was sitting out here, look, like guys, look, I might have to cut the window lights off to show you, but hold on. But when SWAT and everybody was by, I was standing at the window, and you can see. I don't know if you can see it from here, but I can see it. You can see the interstates and all the. Can y'all see that? It's reflective, but I can see them all going by. And I was watching the road. You can see them all shooting down towards Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace is technically like to the right of me, down here to the right. Okay. And I could see them shooting down the road here. And they had the fire trucks, the SWAT team, the police, they had the whole crew. All right, now let me see if I can not trip over shit. Putting this back. All right. That's a nice view, ain't it? And then in the daytime you can see the mountains. Last night I see that view. My goodness, that's amazing. I mean, it don't do it justice on this computer. If you was here seeing it, and I cleaned the window today. I actually took a rag. And check this out. You want to hear something crazy? I left about, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night to go back, package all that stuff, put all the stuff in suitcases at my sister's house because she's loading the plane down like I don't know, like there's endless room on this airplane. And I come back and they clean my room, like the bathroom. They cleaned up all my smoke. They organized it and stacked it. And like, I was like, what the? At like 10 o'clock at night. Has anybody ever been into a hotel where they clean your room at 10 o'clock at night? Ever? Like, I like, that's new to me. Okay, that's a brand new one. They didn't take nothing. They organized like they even put them in a row, like the bag, the Gary Payton, the blue, like the red moon, the like put my shit in a little pile, scraped it again. I was like clean the sink out. I was like, because I had some drinks that I poured into the sink. They cleaned everything, took out the trash, but they did it in the middle of the night. Has anybody ever experienced that one? I came in, thought somebody broke in. I was like, what the fuck? I hate to say that bomb on you, but I was like, what the hell? I was looking around, there's somebody in the room with me. Like, is somebody else staying here? Like, did they clean? Like, the flowers are still in the windowsill, right? But I knew it was a cleaning lady or something because there was fresh towels, right? And that's the one thing I did complain about because you remember I told you guys that the shower only has like this half glass wall, and I was like, yo, I need towels. Y'all, it's fucking bathroom floods. So when I went in there, all the towels were changed. The wet towels that I had were gone. But I did tell her that yesterday, right? I was like, "Yeah, mama, fucking here. You want to take these wet towels?" I gave her a big thing of wet towels from every day that I've been taking a shower. That you got to fucking dry the floor. And so I guess maybe she came in the middle of the night, cleaned the damn room. But she organized my stuff, folded my stuff up, put it up. I was like, damn, that's hospitality right there. And okay, so they were charging me these resort fees. They knocked off the resort fees. feel like little baby Jesus done blessed me, right? Done blessed me. I was like, damn, because the resort fees were $30 a day. All right, I've been here 5 days. Do the math. That's a little chunk of change. That's a little chunk of change. I was like, hell, a little happy dance. I was like, yeah. But because look, like it was a hidden fee though, and I did bitch. I was like, oh, y'all hit me with this hidden fee. What the like? I was like, that's cool. Look, this is what I told them. I said, look, that's cool. Y'all hit me with this hidden fee, but my money spends in all these casinos. So when I get there, I'll gamble at another casino. When I got here, right? That's what I told the lady on the phone. When I got here, they told me, they said, look, we just want you to know we took off the resort fees. And I was like, okay. That's what I told her. I said, my money is spent at all these places. You know, like your place ain't the only place that'll take my money. Okay. Every last casino out here, they won't have a problem taking my money. Okay. And then they knocked all that shit off. So I saved a little bit of money. I don't got Geico. Okay. I don't got Geico, but it did save me a little bit of bitching, save me a little bit of fun. I was like, look, man, what the hell? Some resort fees. But look, they did come to clean my room at 10 o'clock at night. Okay. So that got to count for something. I mean, maybe that's what the $30 is for, like the extra service, right? Like we didn't even take your smoke. We organized it. They organized it in order too. Like thing here, thing here, thing here, thing here. All the shit that was just well, and let me tell y'all, there's blunt guts and cleaned it all up. I was like, damn. I was gonna clean that tonight. That's what I planned on doing. When I came back, I was like, okay, I got a few hours to kill before the plane leaves. Let me clean the room and get everything cleaned up. The soda bottles, the blunt stuff, all the stuff out the room. So the cleaning lady don't walk in here and be like, oh my God, right? So, but she did it for me. So power to the people, I guess. It's worth complaining. I guess, maybe. But they were gonna hit me with like 200 and some bucks of hidden fees. Like hidden fees, right? I even told dude on the phone, I said, my total said this. Why did they take this out of my bank? I said, if I sold you something right now, and I said, let's just say the total's $1,000. And I told you, hey man, the total's $1,000. Because there was a dude I was talking to on the phone. I was like, how much do you think you owe me? And he said $1,000. I said, you're absolutely right. And I was like, why is my total different than what it's supposed to be? And he was like, well, there's this, blah, 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 blah. And then, time I got here, they took that shit off. So maybe you're right, Team Rose. I don't like to complain about shit, but what's right is right and what's wrong in this world is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's better to have a happy customer than to have, maybe I want to come back. Now, right? They treated me right. They took off the fees. I had a good time. The place is nice. You know what I'm saying? They cleaned my room. They didn't complain about the fucking smell of all the, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to come back. I think that's more important than taking a little bit of money from somebody, right? Because if you take a little bit of money, yeah. But next time I come back, I might stay at Caesar Palace with the crazy people, right? They're busting the windows out, throwing fucking chairs out. Next time I might just come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a good time here. Y'all treated me right. I think that's more important in this world is to treat people right, do the right thing, and people are continue to do business with you. If you have bad business practices, right, especially from the jump, and that's what I told the people. I was like, look, this ain't a good start to our relationship. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This is not a good start. I don't know how you start most of your relationships with customers, but this ain't a good start. So I guess they agreed. So, but other than that, everything's been great here. And like I said, they fixed everything. They took off the fucking crazy fees. I had a good time. I'm leaving in a few hours. So, all in all, Vegas, I made it out here alive. Thank Jesus. I went some places that were like, you take a couple wrong turns here, you can get killed. I ain't even lying. Like, I went through some neighborhoods because I don't know my way around here. You will take some cuts, and it will look like you in a third world country. I'm like, let me get the hell up out of here. I want to go back to my my safeness, the safe zone. I miss Virginia. I always stick with the same place if it's good. That's because if people treat you right, you're more willing to go back there. Like that's what people got to realize. There's a million casinos here, right? Like maybe my next trip I'll come back here. But if you treat me bad now and try to juice me for a little bit of money on stupid things, like you're losing money like that because you done pissed me off. I'll go across the street and gamble. Right? The money you could have took from me now they're getting, you know? And what are you going to lose more, right? Because most people come to Vegas to gamble. Me, I don't really. You ain't gonna lose much because I didn't gamble much. You know what I'm saying? But that was my like, all right, I'll take my business somewhere else. But when you say that, they don't know how much business you're going to give them. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how much you're going to spend in this casino. They just know that you're going to spend your money in another casino because of some hidden little fee. So I don't know. I need moisture in my life. My throat so dry, my nose so dry. Like I've been it's just I'm ready to be back home. Home. Vegas, look guys, you come to Vegas and you never been to Vegas, 3 days. Book it for 3 days. Everything you need to see, you're gonna see in 3 days. Everything you want to do, you're gonna do in 3 days. 3 days. Over that, you're gonna drop like a fucking cactus, okay? Like me right now. Just can't wait to get on the plane, okay? Like as soon as it crosses the air threshold of real air, like I'm ready. As soon as I jump off the plane, the first thing I'm gonna take is a breath of the biggest air breath I can humanly take. Okay, I just need air at this point. I know why they have oxygen bars out here. You need them. Okay, you need oxygen. I need air. There's no trees. Not a fucking tree. You can look out here. Tell me you see it. You may see a tree. You may see it miles. Does any you can't see. Okay. All right, you can't see. It's reflecting the lights. But there ain't a tree for fucking you don't even see one. Okay. Like not one. Like my sister has a tree, right? I was at her house and I was saying something about trees. I was like, Jane, I'm just trying to get back to trees. Like air, like a fucking tree, it's alive. She's like, we got a tree, and she points at this tree. It is the deadest fucking tree. She's like, it's dead, right? I look at this tree. It is the deadest tree I've ever seen in my life, right? And she has the deadest plants you could humanly have. I don't know how it's possible. She found. I have a green thumb. Okay, I can grow anything. I probably anywhere. Maybe not here. I don't know. And her plants are dead as hell, right? And she's watering them. I'm looking at her and I'm like, Gene, them plants are fucking dead. I don't know. Like, I don't think dead plants drink water. And she got all these fruit trees she got, right? Not to pick on you. I love you. I love you. This is awesome seeing you too. But you're in the fucking desert. Okay. You're in the desert. This is nothing lives here. Okay. Nothing lives here. Nothing grows here. Okay. It just there's not a tree in fucking sight. She went out and bought some trees, right? Like little trees. They're gonna die. Okay, they're going to die. You're officially a tree killer. Okay. Like I don't know why they sell trees here. Like I know she didn't go out of state and buy these trees, so she had to go somewhere local and bought these things. So I'm thinking to myself, do you see anybody else with a tree? Like, do you see a fucking tree? Like, I'm on the 32nd fucking floor. I can see all of Vegas. I don't see one tree. Not one tree. How do people breathe? Right? What makes oxygen in this world? Right? The rainforest, right? Trees. You got to have trees to breathe. I think Vegas didn't get that through their head. And this is why people are crazy. There's no oxygen. All right, you stay here long enough, you will suffocate your brain cells dead. And next thing you know, you dress up like Spider-Man in 200-degree heat, bumming $5. Right? Don't do it. Right? It's this heat. It's the heat. You come here, it's the lights. Next thing you know, you got your titties hanging out and you're taking pictures with fucking old people from Nebraska. Okay. Don't do it. All right. Make better decisions. Zig when you should have zagged. All right. Do you know there's a whole city of tunnels, people under Vegas? Yes. Okay. So I don't know if y'all watched the very first stream when I get to Vegas. All right. And I'm sitting in a chair behind a dumpster. Okay. Y'all can't see the dumpster, but really, I'm in a gaming chair that somebody threw away in the trash behind a dumpster. And this dumpster sits in the complex that my sister lives in. I just walked off out of sight behind a dumpster so I could shoot the live, okay, out of sight. And as I'm sitting back there, I'm smoking, right? And I'm doing the live with you guys, right? Out of sight, out of mind. And this weird ass homeless dude comes up and he says something, and I don't know exactly what he said, but it's like I thought he said, "Do you want to get high or something?" I thought I couldn't make out really exactly what he said. But as he was saying that, my sister comes up like, "Hey, yo, you don't supposed to be on this property. You need to carry your fucking ass." Right. So anyway, she was saying he's one of the tunnel people. Right? The dude that the first people, I guess he done crept his ass up out the tunnel and then came up on some place he wasn't supposed to be and rolled across me. You know what I'm saying? And I was out there smoking, shooting the video live, and she ran him the fuck off. But that's the basis of that story, I guess. I mean, I don't know nothing about the sewer systems and the tunnels, but there's some stuff down here you'll see that it's really sad. Like I'll post some stuff on page. I made a video. I'll show you how sad it is. I made a video just to point out, like, look, this is like the real Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Look, you see the lights and you see the people, but the people that live here is what you got to see. When everybody goes home or everybody goes to their hotel room, and the people out there that are sleeping on the fucking curbs, and the people in wheelchairs, motherfuckers missing legs, and like it'll hurt your heart, right? As a good person, you're like, man, it's just sad to see. Like the real late night is really sad. You see the worst of the worst, like people that are fucking like I said earlier. I seen a girl that was like 21 years old. She's probably a beautiful girl. She had the nappiest, dirty. She was so dirty, like she was just so dirty. Like it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, that to see people throw their life away or to give up, you know what I'm saying? Like, to really see somebody give up on life. To me, that's sad, Like, I can tell when people have given up, right? Like, you just see somebody, you be like, man, they gave up on life. They done stopped trying. Like, just completely stop trying. Like, you ain't trying to make it. You ain't trying to do nothing. You're just happy, just like being dirty and just like, I don't know. It's a mentality thing, and drugs are horrible. I'm sure drugs and have a lot to do with that problem, but it's still sad to see, man. Just anybody just throw their whole life away. You're a good egg, Dolly. I mean, I don't know. Like it is what it is, Like I just know this too. In life, if you make the wrong moves, you could be one of these people. It don't take much to be the 32nd floor or on the corner. I mean, it's not a big jump. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not a far fall from the top. You know what I'm saying? To hit that. All you had to do is make a couple bad decisions. That's it in life. Couple bad decisions. Luckily, I made some good decisions. But it's still sad to see people that have made bad decisions and end up in the places they end up, and then accept the fact that they are there. Like they're defeated, right? You've been defeated. Like you let the world beat you, right? Like no, no. Like you should pick yourself up. Like pick your fucking self up, man. Take a fucking shower, go out and get you a shitty job till you can find you a good job. Baby steps, right? Baby steps, right? And then you don't see a lot of that here. And to me, that's what I see it late at night. Okay. During the day, you see like the party and everybody drinking, having a good time, the bands, boom, boom, boom. But when all that ends and then everybody's going back to their rooms, you see all these just street people, then you see the sadness of what Vegas is. Truth, right? It makes them look strung out for the rest of their life. Yeah, especially when you're young and you do hard drugs. It ages you so quick. Okay, like I'm old. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at my old ass age, right? But I haven't battled hard addictions and methamphetamines, heroin, cocaine, none of that stuff, right? So these people are beaten down. Like I see people that literally look older than me that are way younger. Like I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like I've lived a long fucking life, and what you look like is you lived a rough life, you know? And another thing I see is these people out here that they'll get out here and hold signs. Okay, this is my thing with the whole sign holding thing. Is I don't see people out here holding signs. It's straight bumming. You know, I ain't knocking it. Whatever you gotta do to survive, whatever. But the thing is this: you can go get a job holding a sign. There's literally jobs that you can go get holding a sign. You can go hold a Pizza Hut sign. You can go hold a damn uh, we're selling this 10% off sale sign. You see them all the time, people holding signs, right? You can literally go get a job holding a sign, right? You out here holding a sign and lucky to get like $5, $10. Why don't you go get a job holding a sign? I mean, I just don't understand the logic in some of it. But I guess if you got a job holding a sign, you would have to show up. You would have to be on time. You'd have to do those things, right? So when I see these people holding signs, I'm like, I just go get a fucking job. It's easier. It's easier to go get a job. Like I seen a dude today. I seen Tommy Two Fingers today working at White Castle. Okay, I ain't lying. If this dude ain't a fucking mobster that just got out of prison, I am not sitting here. If this dude does not have mob ties in Vegas, if this shit ain't a front, I could have wrote a movie about it in White Castle. The dude that is running White Castle, if that motherfucker ain't in the mob, I will kiss your ass. Okay, come to White Castle in Vegas. The dude running the damn like he's straight out the mob. Right? I watch The Sopranos every fucking season. This dude is a mobster. Right? He's as calm as hell. He's over there making fucking White Castle burgers. It's a front. It is absolutely a front. I was sitting there looking at this dude and I was like, dude, you've done 20, 30 years in prison, right? Like, I just know. Like, I'm like, the haircut, the way he acted, I was like, this dude is a mobster. Like legit. Like, the only one I've seen in Vegas, legit, at the White Castle mess with that. Like, what kind of front is that shit, right? Like, oh, you can imagine what he's telling his PO. Like, I got a job. I'm at the White Castle. Dude, you're a fucking mobster, dude. This dude would kill you. The dude at White Castle will kill you. I can look at him and tell me, like, this dude will kill you. He will hide your body in the desert. All right. Straight White Castle, your ass to dead. Okay. I knew. I was like, let me get my showers nice and everything. Thank you. Polite. Like, yeah, mobster ass. Tommy Two Fingers right up in that shit, right? There's probably people looking for him right now. Look, people, he's at the White Castle. Okay, he's at the White Castle. That's two thumbs or something. He's a monster. I'm telling you. I'm telling. I go videotape him tomorrow, but I don't want to die. I swear to Jesus. Come to Vegas, White Castle, Las Vegas, Fremont. Watch what I tell you. Be like, Dolly ain't lying to you. Dolly never lied to you, right? I just spotted him. I was like, he don't look like none of the other workers. All right. He don't carry himself like none of the other workers. Like, I don't know how you end up at the how you end up running the White Castle at the casinos, right? How you running the White Castle at the casinos and look like you did 30 years in prison. All right. Don't sound like why you sound Italian, nobody else sound Italian. Okay? Because you's a fucking mobster at the damn White Castle. Okay? You would recognize a hidden killer if anyone. I know. That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking to myself, I was sitting there, I was like, yo, this dude, he probably could fool a lot of people, a lot of shit. I was thinking, you don't fool me, bro. Like I could see the prison in him, right? I've been locked up. I know people that's been. I know how they carry themselves. I know kind of how they act. right? And I was just watching him. I was like, yo, this dude's straight out of prison. He's been locked up, prison time. Maybe, he's trying to get out. And like, maybe he was a mobster back in the day. Maybe he's trying to reform. He's on PO. And he's working at the White Castle, right? I don't know. I was trying to figure it out like the whole time I was in there, but I was just watching. I'm like, I don't know, stalker crazy, but I knew. I was like, you look at everybody else, it's like they're nothing like him, like nothing, right? Like just how they carry themselves, how they act, nothing. And I'm just thinking, this dude's a mobster. He is a fucking mobster at a White Castle. You can't tell me no different. I'm thinking, I know this. I wouldn't fuck with him. I wouldn't fuck with him. Not out here in the desert, not at the White Castle at the casinos. I'm thinking, no, no, there's a reason you here, right? There's a reason for everything and for everybody being where they're at. What his reason is, I don't know. There's a reason there's a bomb motherfucker at the White Castle. I don't know. Is that how they funnel their money? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't kill me. I don't want to end up in the desert. It's conspiracy at this point. Did you eat anything from? Yeah, I ate White Castle. It was good. It was delicious. You did a great job. Okay. Tommy Two Fingers, don't kill me. I enjoyed your food. It was awesome. I'll tell you, PO, you the man. Uh, if the man working, he doing, gave up the mob life, more power to him. I support you. I support you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he did a good job. He was a nice guy. I just thought he was a little out of place. I could be totally wrong. I could be 100% wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. He looked more mob than a motherfucker's running a casino. Okay? I'm just like, oh my God. Like, should I kiss your fucking hand or what? Like, are you the Don? Like, you ever remember the one dude that ran the mob in New York? And he used to walk around New York in his bathrobe and he would act like he was crazy. Anybody follow the mob? Okay, because the mob museum is right there. I can literally look at the mob museum right from my window. Okay. And I used to watch a bunch of shit on the mob. And there's the one mobster, he thought he acted like he was crazy. And he would walk around the fucking park feeding fucking pigeons in his back row. He wasn't crazy at all. He was the fucking boss. He was the don of the fucking mob, right? And he tried to play crazy. He's like, I don't know. Did you see the LED dome? Yes, I went by there tonight, right? I videotaped it. I will post the video. I was gonna go live, but I ended up being like, it was too hectic. There's people walking in the street. I couldn't find a place to park, so I just videoed it. So it was like a big basketball at one point, and it said NBA 2K, and then it turned to like some water, which was crazy because it was all freaky. I'll show it to you on my video. And then it turned to like some like crazy colors, and then it turned into the moon. So I got it on video. I'll post it later. I didn't go live because, like I said, there were so many people around from tourists and like the locals because it just turned on. I got here Friday. I guess it turned on the day before I got here or something like that. Because my sister said she had just seen it like the day before I got here. So it's just turning on. So all the locals are still going and checking it out. So when I was out there was like people in the streets and like where I went, like if y'all watched the video from my live last night, I went out there last night and I parked. Okay. It was dark. It was nothing out, nobody out there. When it's lit up, that road that I was parked on, it was completely filled with people. The whole road, like cars, but you couldn't even pull down it. So where I was at last night, I couldn't get to when it was lit up. All right, because it was filled with people. So I was going to pull over and go live, but then when I realized I couldn't pull over, I was like, all right, let me circle the block and videotape it. So it's a video where I'm just driving by it, I'm talking. So, but I did video it. All right. So I did go to it. I just wasn't able to do it live. Because if I went live, it'd be too much like I don't want to wreck and run somebody over. Next thing you know, I'm in prison in Vegas. Good morning to all you guys. I know for all my East Coast people, let's see, it's 8 o'clock now. What, 7:30 East Coast time. All right. It is, oh, let me see what time it is here. 4:32 a.m. Vegas. You didn't sleep yet, Dolly? I was literally just in Vegas and left, and then you came to Vegas. We could have been playing. Oh yeah, well, I got one of my buddies is down the street. He's staying at the Plaza. Matter of fact, you can see his hotel right here. The Plaza is like directly in front of me, and just like Gary from the UK. There was a guy, JD Good, and he goes by Chinny Chins. He makes these little TikTok videos, and he does pretty good on damn TikTok. He gets a lot of damn plays on TikTok, but he does this Mexican gangster character on TikTok, Chinny Chinless or whatever his character is, and his name's JD Good, but he used to be like a deathmatch wrestler to where the barbed wire bats and the lights and shit. Well, he's at the plaza, so we've been hanging out. So I was talking to him tonight. I was out there drinking a beer with him, and I was like, "Yo," because they got all these people out there bumming money with like their little gimmicks. I told him I was like, "Yo, let's go out there and have a death match, okay? Dude, let me beat you with like some barbed wire and like a fucking bat and like, bust you upside the head with a shopping cart." You know what I'm saying? Because he will take a beating for some money. All right. There's no shame in his game. You pay him, you can beat him with a damn baseball bat. Okay, he don't care. All right, barbed wire, fucking light bulbs, thumbtacks, you name it. So I was like, yo, let's go out in the middle of Fremont and have a death match, right? I was just saying it would raise, people would be like, donate because that's what they donate to people out there rapping and dancing and shit. But what would be better than you in Vegas and get to watch a death match? Somebody get beat half to death, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Right? He was like, nah, he was sipping his drink. He was like, I don't think I want to be beaten the head with nothing tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I tried. I tried. You know what I'm saying? I tried. I wanted to beat him with a bat. Okay. But like fairly, like we agreed to it. You can beat me in the head with barbed wire because he will take a beating. Look, I'll show y'all when I get back. I will show y'all some of the videos of his death matches. Okay, and the dude is crazy. So he said some funny shit tonight. I just don't even. I can't even say what he said. I can't even repeat it. It was that bad. So I was like, dude, man, I'm getting out of my plane. I'm leaving. And he said some shit. I was like, what? That shit was crazy. He's a funny fucking dude, man. He had me rolling. So, like I said, he does a little character on TikTok, and he put out a video today. It did like 20,000 views or something on TikTok, where he's talking about because he's from the West Coast, and they got these dudes out here cripping, and he's I guess he does a reaction video or just some crip dudes out here, and it just blowing up on TikTok. I was like, look, man, you better be careful. You gonna get yourself fucking killed. Joking on these crip guys out here on the West Coast, and I don't know. He didn't care. He's like, I know, man. It's just a video and shit. I was like, better watch what you say. Some of these people out here are crazy. You make a video next thing get hit up in a drive by. I'm sitting next to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's waterboard them. Okay. Somebody's a bit tipsy. Nah, I'm just killing time at this point. I'm just waiting to leave. I drank like 2 beers. That was it. They were big beers. They were pretty big. So I'm just waiting to kick down some time. I figured this: if I go to bed, then I got to sit up on the airplane and be awake. So I'm gonna stay up till my plane leaves, which is leaving. I gotta leave here in a few hours. So I'll be tired when I get on the plane and I'll go to sleep. Same thing I did coming here. Like when I drove to the airport, right? So I stayed up all night. And I feel sorry for the dude that sat next to me on the plane trip here. Like if you watch this video, bro, I don't know if you ever will. I know I snored that whole 5 hour, 6 hour plane trip. I was out before the plane took off. Okay. I'd stayed up all night. I'd been up streaming and I was slap ass tired. Like to the point of just, I literally walked into the airport. I got on the plane. I threw a blanket over my head, like a little thin blanket. I woke up in Vegas. Okay. Don't remember the plane. I mean, just don't remember the takeoff, nothing. As soon as I sat in that seat, I literally went to sleep. I never put the seatbelt on. I never buckled up, never leaned the chair back, nothing. Right? They never woke me up and tell me to put the seatbelt on. Stewardess never said shit to me, nothing. Right? I was out like that, like done. Right? So I woke up in Vegas. I'm going to do the same thing going home. All right? If you fuck with me if you want to. You're gonna be messing with me unconscious. My limp ass body just laid out however I fall. Because when I walk into that plane, you can believe as soon as I touch that seat, I'm gonna be unconscious. That's my strategy for flying. It works. It works. It's worked both times to Vegas. Well, it didn't work from Vegas to damn uh what is it? Fruitland, Idaho. All right, because I got on this cheap ass airplane that had these little thin wings and I was sitting at the window. And it was like one of these like cheap airlines. Don't never fly it. Don't look. Spirit, never fly that airline, people. It is scary. It's like being on a school bus in the air. Okay, literally a fucking school bus in the air. I didn't like that flight. Okay, but see now my strategy though works. If you stay up all night, get on the plane, exhausted. As soon as you get on it, you're too tired to care if you die. All right, like once you get past the point you don't care if you die, shit, it's easy at that point. You're just like, yeah, smooth sailing. Boop, doop, I'm done. And I figure this: if the plane goes down, I ain't never gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? Unless I wake up mid, you know what I'm saying? And how quick is that gonna be? So I figure the best thing be asleep. Anything bad happens, it's gonna happen. It's out of my hands anyway. I can't control it, right? So I use that as a place to sleep. So I will be awake until the time I touch that plane, um, which is a good ways away, but still. Once I get on it, I'll be ready to crash out, though. You die in your sleep. That's right. And what better way to go? Who don't want to go in their sleep? Right? Nobody wants to die some miserable ass death if you go, but I ain't dying anyway. I can't get, there's better odds of me getting struck by fucking lightning. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's better chance of me getting struck by lightning. And I would have seen way more to work. I was scared to fly for the longest time. Right? And I still, I ain't gonna be like, I ain't scared to fly. I'm still a little scared. If I wasn't a little scared, I wouldn't try to like stay up and sleep while I'm on a fucking plane. Because the more you're awake and every time a little turbulence hits and you freaking out, that's just bad on your anxiety, right? But if you unconscious, I don't know how much turbulence was here. We could have rode through the damn a hurricane. All right. I would have never knew. I woke up like I remember a lady said, could you open your blind? And I was like, open my blind. So when a plane lands, you gotta have the windows open. I don't know what that's about. Like, what do they? It ain't like the pilot can look back and see a blind spot. Like, I don't get that whole open the fucking window thing. Like, maybe somebody in the airline industry could explain that one to me. Like, when you landing, why do the shades have to be up on the airplane? I don't get that one. Get that. Is it cabin pressure? Does it have something? Is there a reason? Like I'm sure there has to be something. I had to Google it when I get home or something. But every time the plane lands, if you had the blinds down, like that's the only time they woke me up is we getting ready to land and the lady tapped me. She said, could you open your blinds? We're getting ready to land. And I'm thinking, why did the blinds gotta be up? I love flying, but I hate the airport BS. Um, I ain't really had bad experiences at the airport. I even got pulled out of line by TSA. They were pretty cool too. They were like they swabbed my laptop. I don't know what they were looking for, but they were like, "Hey, come here." They were like, "Can we see your laptop?" And I was like, "Yeah." They would swab that bitch, and then they were like, "All right, peace." They put it in some little machine. Like, I'm like, why are they swabbing? I don't know what people be trying to get into the airports. I don't know, but they did check my computer with like some little swabbing device, and I don't know. Maybe it's protocol. I don't know. It was weird though because I did have some trolls trolling me when I was in where was I at? Not uh Nashville. I was in Nashville, and they had found what hotel I was in. And I was thinking, that's crazy. How the hell did they find what hotel I was in? Right? And like, I don't care now because I'm getting ready to leave. I'm packing up. But they had found what hotel I was in because, certain hotels have certain color walls. So they had seen the wall, and I guess it tracked the hotel down. And I was sitting in the hotel room, and they're posting videos of where I'm at, right? And I'm thinking, damn, that is quick, okay? And the dude that found me, he's an idiot. I don't know how, but he tracked me down like that. Like he had me quick. Like I just checked in. He's already posting the room and shit. He was like, baller on a budget. That was his video title, baller on a budget. But what he didn't realize, hotels are expensive in Vegas. Not Vegas, but in Nashville. Way more than in Vegas. Hotels are more in Nashville. Way more. So the hotel I was staying at was way more expensive than the hotel I'm staying at now. Okay. And he was like, "Baller." I was like, "Baby, you don't even know how much that room cost me in Nashville. Like it was expensive as shit. Okay. Like I spent as much as I spent a night in Nashville as I did the whole time I was in Vegas. Okay. So I was just thinking, damn. So trolls, man, they be on you. So I try to keep it down to where I'm at. But this place is so big, even if you knew the general area I was in, you're not really gonna be able to track me down. You know what I'm saying? The building alone I'm in got fucking so many floors. You'd have well, I told you what floor I'm on, but still, even if you knew what floor I'm on, there's fucking 600 rooms. You know what I'm saying? Uh, for cinnamon toast crunch residue, they were swabbing my computer for cinnamon toast crunch residue. I guess maybe that would be. I don't know that people do that stuff on their computer. I don't. They break it up on the damn on the laptop. I don't know why they swabbed the laptop. I found it kind of crazy myself. I was like, they didn't ask to search my bag, nothing. They pulled me out the line, right? And that's right after I was leaving from Nashville, which the trolls then found me, right? And then there's a line of 100 fucking people, and the only person they pull out the line is me, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I hope this ain't got nothing to do with some trolls, because the TSA came up, they're like, yo, come up, come with us. I was like, huh? They were like, come back around here. And they were like, yo, let's see your laptop. And I was like, all right. And they gave it to, and they had this little fucking, I don't know, like a wand thing with this little round thing on it. And they rubbed it on the laptop. And they took it off, and they put it in a machine. And then they're like, all right, here's your laptop back. Go. And I was like, that's weird. But out of all the people in line, I was the only person they pulled out. And that was right after, like I said, they were posting my locations and where I was at. I was thinking, did somebody call a fucking airport or something crazy? You know, no clue why they would swab your computer. Strange. Yeah. Yeah, they pulled me out of line to do that shit. I don't know. I thought the same thing. And I was like, that's weird. It's a random check. Yeah, that's what I assumed too. You know what I'm saying? And you look at me, I'm like, I tell you this, you don't get more American looking than me. Okay. I don't think you got to worry about me. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you looking for like stuff that might go boom or something like that, like you talking to a it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get that. Like that's the only thing I could think of that they were looking for because they weren't looking for drugs or nothing like that. They're looking for something that may go boom. And it got to be random. You know what I'm saying? It just has to be something random mean, you don't get no more American than Dolly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like you can look and see that. I'm saying you ain't gonna see, that ain't have, So I'm just thinking in my head to myself, it's like, what time is it there, Dolly? It is 4:47 a.m. and it's 95 degrees. 95 degrees at 4 o'clock in the morning. Good Lord. It's the Raiders highly questionable. Oh, okay, yeah. It's to look for traces of stuff that may go boom. Yeah, I mean, it was just random, and that's the only time it's ever happened. It was in Nashville. Like I've never been pulled out the line. Matter of fact, I walked through the line in one place, and the TSA agent's like, "Yo, bro, you smell good." I mean, really good. I was like, "Yeah, you gotta love these balls." He's like, "You got to," and then he took right on through. I'm saying not Dick didn't get. He was like, "Yo, bro, he smelled good. I love what you got," but he just going through. I only think, that you shouldn't bother everybody. It's, keeping people safe is what it's really all about. It ain't about harassing people, giving people a hard time. It's about keeping people safe. I get it, especially after the 9/11 situation. I remember, like right now where I was at, I remember everything that happened. I was sleeping, and I remember Tiffany's mom, my baby's mama, she wakes me up and she's like, "Yo, Jimmy, a plane just hit the World Trade Center," right? And I was so tired. I had been up late, and this was back in the band days. And I probably been out partying, and I was just out. I remember I woke up and I didn't even realize she told me it was happening, and I still didn't realize what was going on. I remember I'm getting up and I'm still wiping like the sleep out my eyes, and she done told me a plane done hit the building, right? And I look at the TV, and this is back in the day when you had the damn big ass screen TVs that were big. Like they wasn't like a flat screen on the wall. It took a fucking like big part of the room. You know what I'm saying? I had a big screen in my house. And I'm standing in front of it and I'm looking at it and I'm watching it. And she done told me a plane hit the building. I look back at her and I go, "Is this a movie?" And she goes, "No, a plane." She just repeats herself. She's like, "A plane just hit the building. A plane just hit the building." And I turned back to look at the TV. So I'm standing there watching the TV of this happen, and the fucking second plane hits, right? I remember I look at her, and I'm supposed to go to work, right? I'm supposed to leave for work. I look at her, I said, "This is a terrorist attack." I right then, I was like, "There's no way that two commercial airlines have just flown into these buildings." I knew right then. I knew right that exact second when that second plane hit. I looked right at her and said, "This is some type of attack." There ain't no way that two commercial airlines have mistakenly flown themselves into this building. And then, like, of course, the media immediately knew Osama bin Laden. We can go into that conspiracy, but yeah, I remember the exact time I was standing there, and I couldn't fucking believe it. I didn't leave for work, right? And I just stood there because I didn't know if this was like something that was like there's still gonna be planes crash and we about to go to war. What was gonna happen? Like I was just like, I'm sure I was like a lot of Americans. I was just standing there like, what the F? What just happened? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And then, we got the Spotsville, Pennsylvania plane that crashes. We got the Pentagon getting hit, right? And I mean, it's just boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, oh Lord, I'm just thinking a world war is about to break out, right? That's my first thought in my mind was we're about to literally break out into a world war. I thought this was like something declaring war on our country. I didn't know it was like some people in a cave shit. Like it wasn't the threat it was, but at the time that it was happening, there was no way to know what country or who was doing what was happening. It was just crashes and people dying and like it was scary. I had to say 9/11 was a scary day for just for watching it and just like being concerned about what's about to happen, and then we know the results of it now. So many people tragically lost their lives, created a war. Um, that some people could say we won, some people say we lost, that America pulled out. It's in the same. So it led. It was just a crazy time. You know, I never forget that. There's just some things that happen in this world that you'll never forget where you're at, what you were doing. It's just I remember it that clearly. I remember where I was at when the space shuttle Columbia blew up. It's just key moments in this. Like I can't remember everything throughout history of my life. There's just certain things that are so crazy that you just never forget. And I think some of those, like for older people, it'd be like the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the first time the moon landed. I just think some of them real things I remember in my mind is Reagan getting shot, uh, the space shuttle blowing up, all these crazy presidents we had. We go get into that one, and I don't know. I still don't believe man been to the moon. Okay, we all remember what we were doing during 9/11 happening. I mean, that can lead me into a big ass conspiracy, especially on like I said, older people remember where they were at when JFK was assassinated. You know who can't remember where they were at when JFK was assassinated? George Bush Sr. Okay, why can't George Bush Sr. remember where he was at when John F. Kennedy was assassinated? Conspiracy people. You want me to tell you why he can't remember where he was at? Because he was in Texas. All right. You know who else he was with during that time that John F. Kennedy was assassinated? The CIA. Just saying. Okay. Just saying. But he don't remember where he was at. Okay. He don't remember where he was at on there. To me would be like the space shuttle blowing up or one of these moments in time that you never forget. But some people can't remember where they were at that day. I always thought that was strange. All right. You can't remember where you was at the day that he was assassinated. But right after that, you take over the CIA. Okay. American history, people. American history. Jack Ruby. I remember that day too. Everyone was sad. All right. The grassy knoll. We're going to have us a Dolly conspiracy night. Okay. Because I could go into so many conspiracies off of that one. Dolly, a lot of stuff we told was not true. I agree. Um, I believe this is truthful. This is what I believe. And you can think Dolly's crazy, but we've never been to the moon. Okay. We've been no higher than lower Earth orbit, is where the International Space Station sits. Okay. It's not in outer space, it's in lower Earth orbit. Okay. We've never been in outer space. At one point, uh, we had a spacecraft go 150 miles above the International Space Station, and they started experiencing radiation, what they described as like shooting lights. They're experiencing radiation. They lowered the craft for safety. Okay. Not only that, there's videos out here of scientists that are on the International Space Station. Okay. On the International Space Station is a woman scientist, and she's working on the technology, as she says, to one day get us out of lower Earth orbit. Okay. Lower Earth orbit, which means it's just barely at the tip of space. Okay. Not even in space. It's falling. Okay. If you was in space, you wouldn't be falling. The International Space Station is actually falling a little bit as it rotates. It's falling just a little bit. If you was in there, if you was in outer space, you wouldn't fall. You'd fucking float off. So we've never been into outer space. That's what I truly believe. The scientists that are on the International Space Station says we're working on technology now to one day get us our lower Earth orbit. Now, they say they went to the moon in 1979, 16 Apollo, all 16 landings on the moon, blah, 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 Buzz Aldrin, the whole nine, right? They say they have lost the trajectory. I probably murdered that word, trajectory, to the moon that they had in 1979. Okay. My cell phone, right now, your cell phone, unless you have a fucking Obama phone, has more technology than the spacecraft that took the first men to the moon wrapped up in aluminum foil through a radiation belt. Okay. Like you would have microwaved these people. You would have microwaved these people in that craft. Okay. It'd have been like putting tinfoil in a microwave. All right. They go through there, they dock another ship off of this ship, land on the surface of the fucking moon, and drive around on Jeeps. Did not happen. Did not happen. Did not happen. Did not happen. I'm some dumb. I'm not plumb dumb. And why you can continue as like to perpetuate the biggest lie told to humanity, right? To humanity is unbelievable, right? At the scale of the lie it is. Not only this, one day there will be a kid that grows up that will be the first man to ever walk on the moon. Okay, it will happen. It will happen. Maybe not in my lifetime, but one day, hundreds of years from now, there will be a kid that grows up to walk on the moon. And that has been stolen from him already before he has the chance to even do it. Okay. This person that never even attempted it, never even been into outer space, takes credit for something that one day some young boy that has a dream that grows up will be that person that actually does that. And he won't get that credit for that. Think about that. The person that first steps there, they won't get credit for it. All right. Somebody's been there before you in a make believe world in a Hollywood basement, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers said. Okay. If the Red Hot Chili Peppers said it, it has to be true. Okay. So I'm sticking with it. But they did not put a man on the moon. There's just didn't happen. I can't get a cell signal on my damn phone right now, but you got Nixon calling the fucking moon. Yeah. Okay. I'll never believe it. Never believe it to the day they put me in the grave. You can never sell me on that. Just never. That was faked, fake, fake. We can't do it today. Okay. We could not, you could not put a man on the moon today. All right. With the best rocket you got from damn Elon Musk, you could not put a man on the moon today. But you went in 1979. All right. You went in 69. You went like the fuel alone, it just, it wouldn't happen. It just would not have happened. There you go. KC said it. Red Hot Chili Peppers said so. So true. I'm just saying. You love how they say they don't have the ability because it was lost. How are we a bunch of dummies? Okay, how do you need to know how to get to the moon? You can see it. Okay, that's another thing. Like when they told me they lost, the coordinates of how to get to the moon, how to launch and hit the moon, it's like you can see it. Like I could point you to it. Like I don't need what the direction you can see it. Look, like I got this big ass building that sits out here. It's like 50 fucking stories, right? You can see it like right. You see it? See how blue it is? So when I need to find where I'm fucking at, I look for this big blue building. Okay, see it glowing over there in the fucking background? You can't miss it. It's like a fucking beacon. Now you find that, you find your room. Now your hotel's right down the street from it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can see the moon. It's like I can see that building. Like I didn't lose the how to get to my hotel room. I look up in the fucking sky. I see it. I go, okay, I need to go this way. It's over there. Okay. The same thing with the fucking moon. You look up there, there's the moon. Go towards it. Okay. I would get on a submarine that go into the Titanic before I get on a spaceship to try to go to the moon. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. I if Buzz Aldrin was like, "Yo, I'm taking you to the moon," I'd be like, "No, the hell you ain't. I'm going with the dead dude in the submarine." I will dig him up. His flat ass body that got crushed under 1,000 tons of water pressure. I'd rather go with that dude with a controller off a Nintendo 64 than get up in your Apollo, your damn Columbia, your damn Elon Musk, your Tesla car. You can have all that shit. You can have all that shit. No. All right. I go in the sub first. All right. Take me to the Titanic. All right. Take me to the damn Titanic. That's how fake that shit is. I got better chances of seeing the Titanic than I got of seeing the moon. All right. I'll take my chances with the damn looks like a propane tank with a window. All right. Put me in a propane tank with a window. The hell if you put me in a rocket. I just ain't happening. Ain't happening. We should have moon right. Let me tell you, you know why man ain't been to the moon? If man had been to the moon, there'd be a Walmart on it. Okay. It'd be ran by aliens and shit. It'd be a Walmart right on it. If there's a Walmart in Vegas, there'd be a Walmart on the moon. Let's be honest, all right? That's how you know it ain't populated. There'd be a Mickey D's, there'd be a Burger King, there'd be a damn Hardee's, there'd be like damn IHOP, okay? You have people selling Gucci bags. It ain't none of that, okay? It'd be a tourist destination. That's how you know it's bullshit, okay? Dollar General, there'd be a damn Dollar General on the moon by now. Where you going? Dollar General on the moon, okay? Why did they lie? Oh, it's easy. The lie is easy. It ain't the lie. I understand the lie. I understand the lie. 100% I understand what the lie. I don't understand. What I don't understand is perpetuating the lie right now. Okay. And not only we perpetuate it, but other countries know it's a lie and they perpetuate the lie also. It's like, I think people are smart enough to realize, hey, it was a space race, okay? We needed to show Russia that we were dominant, that we were superior in our rocket technology, which our rocket technology was built by the Germans, okay? Well, anybody don't know history, okay? We brought them here, which should have been war criminals that should have been executed. We brought them here to build NASA. Okay, that's who built your NASA. Okay, is war criminals that should have been executed. People that built the same things that built them rockets are the same people that built them gas chambers that killed the Jews. We gave those people free passes. We didn't call them killers. We called them scientists. Okay, but in actuality, they were killers that became scientists for America, and they built our space program, okay, by the Germans. Think I'm lying? Look into it, okay? So we needed to show that the Russians that we were more superior and that our rockets could strike them, to strike fear that if they attacked us, that we could destroy them. We needed to show that. At the time, we didn't quite have the capabilities that we were saying we did. And we were scared that Russia did. Okay, Sputnik. They launched the first history. Okay, people, history. That's why they lied. I get the lie. If we can hit the moon, we can hit you. Okay, that's the lie. The lie is to stop the threat. When I was a kid in '74, and even earlier, in earlier things, they would have bomb instead of like schools have like fire drills. Okay. When I was a little kid in school, they had bomb raid drills where you went into a damn bunker that was attached to the school. And that was in the late 70s. Might have been a tiny bit of the 80s. Like there was drills like that at the school. So that was still during the era of the Cold War. So it was just to let them know that we could strike your country and blow you up if you mess with us. It was to scare them. And when actuality is they probably had better technology than we did. America does steal some shit. All right, we be stealing some technology. Just saying. We wasn't advanced as look, if Germany would have had a couple more years, everybody be speaking German. Right now, we be speaking German. All right. But they didn't have that, and we ain't. All right. But if they did, their technology at the time was way superior to what we had. It's just they didn't have the capabilities. But if they would have had more time, they would have had the capabilities, and we would be talking German right now. Okay. Everybody would. You said America went to the moon and planted a flag? There is no fucking flag on the moon. Okay. There is no flag on the moon. I hate to be the one to say it. There's not. There's not. That's that's what I don't understand. I get the lie. Like I said, I can explain the lie to you all day long. Cold War, we needed to show that we were superior. Our rocket technology was better. We can strike you. You can't strike us. Leave us alone. All right, that was what it was about. But now we have the capabilities. We could strike you. We could blow the whole damn planet up if we wanted to. We don't have to lie anymore, right? We don't have to lie. And that's what I don't understand. I think right now is like it's hard for the government to come out and say we lied because if the government comes out and say we lied, then you would go, well, what else have you lied about? Then you wouldn't believe them on nothing, right? So if they break one thing, say they lie and cover something up or they do something, and if they go, okay, well, here's the truth. Well, if you do that, then you open the door to everything you said is a lie, right? Just saying. People are sheep. They believe everything the government tells them. The flag on the moon was waving. Okay, let me explain why they said the flag was waving. Rocket thrust. Okay, and this will kick up dirt, things of that nature. Thrust is why the flag was blowing. Okay, the picture apparently was taken from the landing gear of the vessel as it was thrusting off of the moon. Okay, that thrust created the ripple in the flag, like the blowing of the flag when the picture was taken. Okay, now the flag is not on a regular, according to them, it's not on a flagpole where it would hang down. It would never stick out. So it's on like a bracket, like an L, like this. So they got it on it, and it's out there like this. So the flag can only blow from two sides or something of that nature. But there's no flagpole on the damn moon. Nobody's been to the moon. Back in the day, the Russia launched a rocket at the moon. They said it hit the moon. Okay, a rocket hit the moon, and I believe Russia did have superior rocketry at that point than we did, and they hit the moon because we do know they put the first satellite into space, right? Russia did. So that scares America. They already had the satellites. They're spying already, from early days. They had superior rocket technology. The monkeys they launched into space, they said died in space. Boom, right there. Monkeys died. But these people made it, okay? Now that Russia hit the moon with a rocket, and they said it rang like a bell for 4 hours. Okay, I don't know if anybody checked into that one, but there was a rocket that hit the fucking moon sent from Russia, and they say the moon rang like a bell. That the moon is hollow. Ain't that crazy? So in the early days, Russia had the superior technology, not America. But all of a sudden, Russia was able to launch a fucking satellite. They were able to hit the moon. They were able to put monkeys in space, right? And all of a sudden, we go to the moon. We skip all those steps and we go straight to the moon. Does that does that make sense? Does that make sense? I mean, that's just my argument for the moon landing. Some people can say you're crazy, Dolly. It's bullshit. We went, and I mean, you're entitled to your opinion and your history lesson that you've been taught. But I think common sense and technology, computers and TV and communications that we're seeing today are far greater than ever was in '69 when they took the first moon trip. All right, like it's impossible in the time frame they did it in. Just impossible. Dolly, why do they show fake moonwalk people? Um, in movies, the mirror movies for kids, they show up walking on the set. They look like a moon and a movie producer. I mean, all right, think about this. I've heard a lot of things too, like when you're in space, you can't see stars. That don't make sense to me. Like, if I can see them from here, right? The higher I get, why can't I see them? Right? So there's no from the moon. There's no stars in the background. It's pitch black, right? But everything's illuminated. Where's the lights and the shadows coming from? If you think space is pitch blackness, where are they getting lights at? And why are they having shadows? What's shadowing and shit? You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing I learned about it just in the studio and doing like lighting is if you have lighting pointing in certain directions, it's going to cast shadows in certain directions. And when I green screen, there's a certain technique that I do to cast a shadow directly behind me so you don't see the shadow. Okay, because my shadow sits directly behind me on the green screen. A couple ways you can do that is you can do it with a couple different forward lights that push your shadow behind you, or you could do an overhead light directly above you that pushes your shadow straight to the ground. So say if you was to do a straight shot, you're not going to see the shadow because the shadow's straight to the ground. It's it's lighting tricks. So when you look at some of it, for somebody that does lighting, especially for any type of effects or green screen or anything like that, there's little things you see, right? And like I do green screen and I do a lot of green screen and I do it with working with shadows, right? You ever notice y'all don't see my shadow on the green screen, right? There's reasons why. It's the light, where the lights sit. There's all kinds of things. Because if you push a light the wrong way, I'm going to have a shadow that points off to a side of me. Right? And then you see that, you can go, well, it's the sun's over here and the moon's over here. How do they got a fucking shadow? You get into that type of stuff. And the moon landing, I believe, was faked. It was fake to show that we had superior missile capability to Russia. We never been into outer space. One day, though, I do believe we will go to outer space, and I do believe that one day that somebody will step on the moon, and maybe one day even go to Mars. Is there rovers out there? Yeah, there's possibly rovers out there. I just know that there ain't no manned missions been to the moon. Have they launched something to like look at it? I'm sure they have, right? Like, but as far as physically being there, no. Yeah, they were that was a lot of CGI for the time. I mean, if you look back at it now, you'll see that it's it's made kind of cheesy. It's not even made that good. Like I can tell you now, you can make a movie right now with CGI. And uh, you know what NASA said? That it looks so fake that it has to be real. That's what NASA said. That's what they said about the video. It looks so fake, it has to be real. Or it looks so fake that it's fake, right? The argument is it looks so fake it has to be real. Where the hell? When something don't look real, it's probably because it's not real. Not because it's so fake looking that it's real. That is the craziest argument. It's so fake looking that it's real. No, it's so fake looking because it's fucking fake. Y'all made it. You know? People would be able to know it's fake now. Shit. It looked realer than what they did. Right? Movies these days is shit. I done been to damn the planet with the blue people, the fucking what is it, Avatar? They take you all over. You can fake some shit. That shit look real as hell. Avatar looked realer than the damn moon landing. Okay, I can't believe there's fucking blue people out here with fucking alien ears and fucking in the jungles before I could believe they went to the moon. Okay, it looked realer to me. All right, it looked so real. It has to be real. Okay, it didn't look so fake. It had to be fake. It had to be real. No, it looked like some real shit. CGI, great. Okay. They look like blue people that lived on their own planet. NASA ain't real. Somebody told me, remember when the shuttle blew up? They say, what's NASA stand for? Need another 7 astronauts? Y'all remember that? I guess it ain't too soon for that joke now. They were like, how do you know what eye color the teacher had? One blue this way, one blue that way. You all remember all the space shuttle jokes they made back in the day? How many astronauts can you fit in an ashtray? 7. There was a bunch of them, because they blew up in that damn. That's what I'm saying. If we couldn't get the damn shit off the runway 20 years later, how we get to the moon? Okay, we couldn't even get the people into space without blowing up. All right, but we went to the moon. Okay, lying to kids and lying to people. I just think be honest. Like, okay, look, we lied, but we had to. And educate people on the lie. Be like, look, this is the only reason we didn't end up in a war with Russia is because we lied and we did this. I think, yeah, it changes the history books, right? It changes the history books, but I think people it's better to tell people the truth than to let little kids grow up and be educated in something that is absolutely probably fucking most likely allegedly a lie. Okay. And they gave up trying. But look, guys, I got to get ready to pack my stuff up. The sun is starting to come out, and that's what I've been waiting for. I got a few more hours before I'm leaving, but I want to get everything packed up, check the room out real good, make sure I don't leave anything, get all my belongings. I had to show up to the airport way early because, like I said, Gene's sending me back with half of fucking Vegas. So I got to take all that luggage, check all that stuff in, and get my ass home. And I should be home around midnight Eastern Standard Time. Okay. That's a big difference. So I'll leave here, but I won't be back. I'm leaving this morning, but I won't be back till midnight tonight in the studio, like physically, like sitting in my chair around midnight tonight sometime. And trust me, it is gonna be good to sit in that chair. I miss little Lolo to death, but I did get to hang out with my sister's dog. She has a little Lolo dog, and it's just like Lolo too. It loved me too. It came up, curled up with me, just like Lolo. So it's like my little Lolo while I'm here. So I'll be home soon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Hopefully everything goes great on my trip. If Anyway, y'all have a blessed one, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.